Hello everyone, Richard Bot Slots here. Thought I'd put out a video on some tips and things I do when I get to the casinos. This video I'm going to talk about bankroll, how to divide it up on your trip, the slot club card, and like I say, what I do when I get to the casinos before I even start playing. I'll go over that in this video. Little tax tip for everyone. Remember, I'm not a tax consultant or anything like that, so you want to consult one before you do your taxes. But I'll give you a tip just the same. So talk about whether you need a host or not, and some extras, what people sometimes do when they're at the slot machines. So without further ado, here we go. Hello, Richard Bot Slots. In this video, I was going to start here by talking about your bankroll. You kind of tend to start before you get to the casino. You don't want to be hitting that ATM machine when you're there. So you just got to decide how much you're planning to play with. I never gamble with money I can't afford to lose. That's important. You never want to gamble with scared money, they call it. Let's see. You'll tend to divide it up into how many days you're going to be there. That's how I do it. And then divide it up again in sessions. Sometimes you'll do a morning session, an afternoon session, evening session, or even just one session. Just kind of depends how much money you got to gamble with. So that'll be your daily sessions. And then you want to decide what denomination machines you want to play. That's important too. Whether you're a penny machine player, nickels, quarters, dollars, $5, $10, $25 if you're a high limit player. And then decide what kind of machines you'd like to play. They have the multi-line bonus machines, and they have there's still some old school slots out there. I tend to like the old school, and I mix it up a bit too with the bonus round ones. Lately I've been doing better with the bonus rounds. I'm not sure what that's about, but I did a couple $1,000 challenges. They're on my channel as well, and both of those challenges I did better with the bonus round machines, the newer ones instead of the old school. I tend to set a win goal and a loss limit. Usually, most people like to double their money, but there's times where I went positive $50, $100 and then stopped ahead and got some dinner, lunch. So really, that's up to you. Some people they'll go positive and run for the doors. So the loss limit, I usually at 25%. If I buy in gets down to 25%, I'll tend to cash that out and take it home with me. That way I'm guaranteed not to cycle through all of my money. It works. Let's see. You're going into the slot club. You always want to sign up for the slot card. It's kind of like a credit card. You put in the machine, it'll track your play. It gives you points, and they tend to give you comps back, complimentaries, free stuff, free play, food, shows, all that gets tracked. And after you sign up and play initially, it'll take probably 2 to 3 weeks, something like that, to start getting mailers for free nights, free play, that kind of stuff. A lot of times you get food vouchers as well. Let's see. If you play table games, a lot of people don't realize you can actually get points from your table game play. You just have to ask the dealer to be rated, and a lot of times the pit boss will take your card and kind of watch you, see what kind of play, and then give you points accordingly. So that's good for table players. That's good. When I get to the casino, I tend to walk around a lot. I'll look for the popular machines. Most people are going to be playing machines that have paid them before, showed them the love. And then likewise, the machines that aren't being played, I tend to avoid. I also start looking at machines that have paid out, and sometimes they leave the jackpot on the machines, and I'll tend to play 8 spins on it, and it's worked and it hasn't worked. So I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but it has paid off in the past doing it that way. Most people don't do it that way. They think if it's got a jackpot, then it's not going to pay off again, but it's just as likely to pay off again as not. So let's see. I always like to read the pay tables too, and any signage on the top of the machines. Some of the slots are guaranteed to pay by a certain amount, and they'll actually list that amount at the top on a sign. I tend to go for the machines that are higher up, closer to that amount, and it paid off a couple times for me. Nothing too major yet, but let's see. I like the 2-coin machines, but I've still played the 3-coin machines as far as the old school slots. And I also tend to max bet when I play. You don't have to, because when I did these $1,000 challenges, I did 2 of them, and I actually hit some pretty good amounts spinning $1 a spin. So I mean, with those bonus rounds, I don't think you really have to play max bet, but the more you play, the more you win. So let's see. When I'm reading the pay tables, I tend to play the machines that give me the best payout. Like you can have 2, like at the Mountaineer when I was playing down there, you had $10 machines side by side, and if you had 777 on one, you got paid $800. If you got 777 on the other, you got $1,000 or $1,200, something like that. But anyway, I always tend to play the one that was going to give me the most money. Makes sense. Little tax tip, and again, I'm not a tax professional or anything, so you want to get one if you have a lot of jackpots that you have to write off. But you can write off your losses, at least here in Ohio. You can write off your losses up to your winning amount. So it's always a good idea to get your slot play from your casino before tax time. You can usually get that at your slot club booth. I think it's a lot of them give it to you there. So if you're planning on gambling a lot, you might want to consider getting a host. Sometimes they can get you better comps, better rooms, shows, free food. One of my favorites, but you can always check into that. Just call your favorite casino and say you'd like to check about getting a host or hostess. Some extras, and I don't know if this works or not, but I thought I'd throw it in here for you. Some people like to interrupt the computer inside the slots, and some ways of doing that is to pull out your slot card, put it back in. If the machine's not paying you real well, this is kind of what some people do. Interrupt the computer, pull your money out, cash out, put fresh money in. I've seen people do that, and they tell me it works, but or pull out your ticket, and I suppose you can put another ticket in, and then cycling between bets. Like if you have a bonus machine, do a $5 bet, do a $10 bet, do a $20 bet, and just cycle through. Or if you're old school, maybe single bets, go up to double bets, or a few, come back down to single bets, just to kind of cycle it, change it up a bit. It's sometimes helpful as far as getting paybacks. Let's see. Still hard to beat the RNG, random number generator. It's a computer chip that's inside. Really no system to do that I know of. I know some people want you spin them as fast as you can and then do it 3 in a row. I didn't understand some of the books they put out there, but it didn't work. So that's the important thing. Let's see. I'm in St. Clairsville, Ohio right now at the Red Roof Inn. Came down for my 53rd birthday. I'm getting ready to head over to, let's see, Wheeling Island Casino in West Virginia. Thought I'd go over there, and I've heard some people tell me they did pretty well there, so I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that happens. I just want to say good luck to everyone. Everyone have a happy new year. And hopefully everyone wins a bunch of money. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I hope this helps some of you. And I will keep the videos coming. Thanks again. Bye.